I'm sorry. Who's that back there?
What's up, y'all? This is Jason Nelson, stand-up comedian, author, writer, producer, live shows, events, and more. Focus on the Funny LLC. It's a little cloudy today. This morning when I woke up, I felt a little off. A huge part of that was, shout out to, I had some box wine last night. My last night in St. Louis. Kind of enjoyed myself. But I wasn't at peace, indulging in things that's contrary to my growth. And I was going to say I'm still struggling, but it's power in words. So I'm not going to even say I'm struggling. I'm going to say I'm continually working on my healing, my process, my healing. I'm okay with saying that I've had some bad days, some tough times, that I haven't felt mentally and emotionally well, that I'm not who I used to be. And some ways there is good, in other ways it is obvious that I have felt and experienced some damage to my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul. And I'm turning to God each and every day, hoping to be restored, looking to be restored. And the thing is, I'm not sure what restoration look like, because I am 40 years old. And I'm like, wow, I spent 4 to 5 straight years brokenhearted, sad, and depressed because of a divorce and the things that were connected to it. I spent 4.5, 5 years eating and drinking bad. I spent 4.5, 5 years building up my bit. Well, more than 4. I've been spending a long time building my business, but I was able to destroy it based on my choices and my responses to adversity. I began to lose hope, lose faith. I started to wonder, did God even care about me? I'm seeing the guys, and I'm not here to judge nobody, because people say, oh, why you judging? I'm not judging, but I'm saying I'm seeing the men that I know was like abusive to women. The men I know who was cheating on women, and women who cheating on men and stuff like that. I'm seeing them in happy, healthy relationships. I see guys who was out here selling drugs, reinforcing negative stereotypes within our communities. And, I get, okay, you winning over there, but why am I not winning over here? And you like, well, are they really winning? Well, it be looking like it. When they got a woman who still loves them and adores them and respects them, and I'm over here just taking my time, working my way up slowly but surely, because to my highest levels of understanding, I'm trying to do it the right way. Not that I'm saying what they doing is wrong, but I'm trying to follow the rules, follow the laws. As I'm learning, it's so many fucking rules, so many fucking laws. It's difficult to keep up with. And so me taking that path, it may take me a lot longer, because I ain't seeking to cut corners. I got this thing that I like to operate out of called integrity. I don't like to snake people out of situations. I don't like to throw people under the bus. I don't like to backstab people for opportunities or good looks. When I come into business, I come with my own money, at the table. I put on my own shit, you know what I'm saying? And I do it and I share what I have with other people. That is what I've been known for doing for quite a while. I got it out the mud. 13 years ago, I left St. Louis. I went to Overland Park, Kansas. I left St. Louis with $5 in cash, $5.36 after I filled up my tank, exactly my debit card. I had a T-Mobile sidekick that was cut off, but the internet was working. And I Googled how to live out your card. I Googled what to do. It told me go to a Walmart lot. So I went to a Walmart lot over in Overland Park, Kansas. And then I chose Overland Park, Kansas because I read it's one of the top 10 cities to raise a family in. And for me, I always wanted a family. Some of y'all know, some of y'all may not know. I grew up in some abusive environments, some horrible situations, domestic violence, childhood abuse, went to 13 different schools throughout St. Louis, used to live in group homes, and, the first 20 years of my life sucked, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then the next 20 years, it was me fucking up. Because I was making choices based on what I thought was right or wrong, based on my upbringing. Either way, I left. And then I just Googled how to live out your car. I followed the directions. Told me to get some baking soda, keep my car fresh, use it for hygiene purposes. And that's what I did. I got some baking soda, had maybe $2 or $3 left in that $5 in cash, got me some McDonald's. And then the $5.36 because at Quick Trip gas stations, if you run your card at the pump with your bank, it may only hold $1. It holds $1 and it takes 3 to 4 days to come out typically, if if you're lucky. So I just went because I took a chance because I believe it was greater things out of my comfort zone, leaving my hometown. No discredit to my hometown, I'm just saying I thought what I desired to experience in life was in the deeper waters, out of my comfort zone, away from where I'm used to being. And I did that stuff. And by the grace of God, He kept me. And I remember I Googled Career Center. I went to one off 95th Rivera. I was 27 years old at the time. This 13 years ago, March 28, 2011. And I told this lady the truth. I'm 27. I burnt bridges. I'm going through a divorce trying to get my life in order. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want the first divorce I had. But this woman was convinced to leave me alone because her mother and sister was in her ear, though they was in abusive relationships with their husbands as well as dealing with infidelities. That wasn't my situation. But they convinced her to leave me alone because I was broke. No, nigga, I was regular. But either way, she left me alone. I got served some papers. I left the house. Didn't want to work it out. So after a couple of months, I got the fuck on. I started moving forward. And when I did that, I was able to get a temp job within 3 days through that career center. And I got a check within a week. With that check, I got a motel room, a cheap cricket phone, as well as a full-time job in an apartment within 3 weeks. And I took that experience and I applied it everywhere I went. I just kept grinding, kept hustling. Maybe I got connected to another woman too fast. I'm 40 years old now. I can see things differently. But at the time, I think this is the woman of my dreams. She was everything I thought I wanted in a woman. I didn't know how disrespectful she could be, though. I sure didn't know how much she cared about other people's opinion. I sure the fuck didn't know how much she was going to be playing around with other men in my face. But I would love that. She had me wrapped around her finger. I was in love with her. And we had children. My business growing. I'm traveling the country. I'm publishing books. I'm seeing the progression. So the progression didn't make me say, hey, Jason, stop growing, stop evolving. The progression didn't make me say, hey, stop believing. It made me believe even more. Even when I got hit with challenges, the economy going up and down, recessions happen, gas prices going high. I said, you know what? I need to keep going into deeper waters. So that's what I did to help me get to where I'm at. Maybe the waters got too deep for her and she got uncomfortable. First woman left me because she was staying in income-based housing in Winsville. She didn't want to get off food stamps. Food stamps, ain't no wrong with food stamps if you need them. But I remember telling her, what if we just need to budget our money? We don't need to eat like that. Second woman, I told her about a program called NACA that we were going to use to purchase a house in St. Louis. Probably a two-family, live on one side, rent out the other side so it cover the cost of the mortgage. And she just used that motherfucker for herself. Got rid of my ass. I'm like, damn, I got to stop giving bitches the keys. You know what I'm saying? And both of them used to like to hang around people who wasn't doing shit. For real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Neither one of them like to hang around people who was actually happy and healthily married. People who overcome adversity. Neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? They listen to people who was like in abusive relationships and shit like that. Like for their guide. And those people telling them to leave me alone. And they still with the motherfuckers they was with. I be thinking about this shit, man. I do. It bothers me. Then I had a fucking mental breakdown and everybody act like I was being a bitch ass nigga because I'm fucking human. I'm human. I come back to St. Louis, these niggas disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Snakish, hate, because I had a huge following to my live shows and events. I ain't never hate on nobody else. I've always in my own world. I did what I could to my highest capabilities. I always did good business. I was always fair. I ain't saying I was perfect, but you can't never associate me with no snake shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas coming at me crazy, man. That shit bothered me, dog. You know what I'm saying? People who I thought was my friend ain't willing to stand next to me because they don't look cool to stand next to me. But behind the scenes, they dapping me up. Telling me, oh man, you this, you that, you the third. But when we get in front of other people, niggas quiet as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit. Shit took a toll on me. The shit took a toll on me. I ain't gonna lie. It took a toll on me. Because I'm like, who can I trust? The words of Silk Shock. All I could trust was God.